He's kind enough to join us now. Jason Smith, thank you ever so much. Like, I don't get this. You tell me. And I know going back decades and decades, first of all, has there ever been two reconciliation bills in the same year?
Well, I can tell you in the last 25 years, Larry, there have not been two reconciliation bills that have been signed into law in the same year. Back in 1997, you had two reconciliation bills signed into law when Newt Gingrich was there, but it was also a point when they had a majority of 30 to 40 Republicans. In the House of Representatives, we have a 219 to 215 majority.
Right, so it's obviously not there. The other thing that I would say to you, Jason, I don't think it's desirable to postpone the Trump tax cuts. I mean, his working class coalition, blacks, browns, Asians, whites, kids, those folks want a big raise in take-home pay. They lost 4% of it during the Biden years. Trump delivered 9% when he was president. They want that. And one way to get it is to cut their taxes. And I think we should be talking about that. And we should be launching what I call the blue collar boom right away this year. I don't want to wait on that boom.
That's exactly right, Larry. You see working class Americans, small business owners, and family farmers that have been struggling over the 4 years of the Biden administration. They've seen inflation go up 20.5%. They've seen the cost of just to put food on their table, clothes on their backs, and gasoline in their cars go up. The last thing that Congress should even consider is kicking the can down the road. Unfortunately, in Washington, D.C., you see a lot of politicians that they don't want to address the real problems at hand and they want to kick the can down the road. I'll tell you right now, President Trump campaigned on lowering taxes for working class Americans and small businesses. Congress needs to deliver. Don't give the excuse that we need to wait 6 months because, Larry, the president was specific about what he wanted to deliver, and that is an extension of his successful 2017 Trump tax cuts and also no tax on tips, overtime pay, senior citizens, Social Security tax cuts. I could go on. We know what President Trump wants and what 76 million Americans voted for.
So you're playing with fire. Look, I'm sure you agree with me. You're for the closing the border and improving the energy. We want to bring down energy costs, drill, baby, drill. You're for that. Better defense, sure. But it should all go into one reconciliation package. That's the part I didn't understand. Last I looked, before this story broke yesterday, Senator Thune wants this, and I don't know, maybe the White House does. I haven't talked to them. Steve Scalise was talking about one very big reconciliation bill. You were talking about a big reconciliation bill. A number of senators, Republican senators were. Now all of a sudden we're going to have two bills. You're playing with fire, right? Because then it'll all expire at the end of 25, and you'll start January 1st, 26. And guess what? It's a $5 trillion tax hike from a Republican Congress and a Republican Senate, Republican White House.
Larry, it's completely unacceptable. Let me tell you, if you talk to my Democrat colleagues here in the halls of the Capitol, they will tell you that they would love for us to attempt 1, 2, 3 reconciliations bills.
Yeah.
They would love for us to do tax towards the end because they can see that will be very difficult. And I'll tell you, if we don't hit out the gates running, we're going to be in trouble. And I'll tell you, the House Republicans, we're ready to pass the president's economic package. We've been working on this since April with the hopes that we would have a unified Republican government. We've been to over 20 different states, 120 different meetings with small business owners, stakeholders, field hearings throughout the country. We can deliver. Give us the opportunity, and let's deliver what Donald Trump campaigned and asked for working class American small business owners and family farmers.
And it's not going to cost a fortune. It's not, all these estimates. It's going to cost $4, $5, $6 trillion. First of all, we're going to have Senator Crapo on once again. He's been talking about this current policy baseline. If you already have existing policy, it's going to last forever. Why does that have to be recalculated and repriced if, on the other hand, if you want tax cuts? Because I know a lot of people in the CBO that don't want tax cuts.
I agree with Senator Crapo. He's exactly right. If you look at just history shows that when we extended the Bush tax cuts, that we used the policy baseline. This is current policy. If Congress does not act at the end of next year, every single American will face a tax increase. So it's current policy. Now, any new tax policy, I think that's where the discussion is of making sure that you're balancing it for the appropriate pay-fors. But this is current policy. If Congress does nothing, every single American will face a tax increase.
Yeah, that's the risk. It's an unacceptable risk. Anyway, Jason Smith, thank you for giving us the warning bell. We appreciate it very, very much. Talk soon, sir.
Good to be with you, Larry.
All right.